Hello, everyone, and thanks for checking out this week's PCSS Connection Podcast. I'm your host, Buddy Pearson, the Communications and Marketing Supervisor. Well, we are honored to have one of the top principals and supervisors in the state of Tennessee. The state of Tennessee recently released the finalists for both Principal and Supervisor of the Year, and we have a finalist in both categories. Northeast Elementary Principal Dr. Melissa Palk is a finalist for Principal of the Year, and Dr. Diana Wood is a finalist for Supervisor of the Year. And joining us now are the two state finalists, Dr. Melissa Palk, Dr. Diana Wood. Ladies, congratulations on making it this far. And then I understand in December you'll get to go to Nashville and find out if you are the Supervisor of the Year and the Principal of the Year.
Absolutely.
How exciting is that?
It is very exciting, very humbling.
It is, and it's quite an honor. I know I'm not going to speak for both of us, but I know that we both feel very honored to represent Putnam County because it's a great place to have a career and to support kids.
For sure.
Now, what steps have you had to go through to get to this point?
Woo, a lot of steps. We were nominated by our county, and so then we had an application process that had a lot of steps to it, and then we went to the, I guess you would say the region.
Yeah, I think we were
semi-finalists in the region.
Okay.
And then we had some more application process to complete.
Videos,
which you've been gracious to help us with. And that was in June, I think.
Wow.
And then we found out in late August that we were selected as one of the top 9 in the state.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is this the first time you have achieved this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So the last time we did a final interview, so all of our work is done. And
Okay.
so we'll
Now
find
you
out.
just wait and see.
We wait
Now
until
we just
December
wait.
5th, but, it's really not. It's just an honor to be nominated.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dana, is this the first time that you've made it this far as Supervisor of the Year?
Yes, sir, for sure. Yes. We've had some really top-notch Supervisors of the Year, and so, it's the first time for me. So, again, I'm honored.
Right. Well, I know 2 years ago, Tina Francis was the Principal of the Year for the state of Tennessee.
She was.
And last year,
Miss Brooks.
Miss Brooks made it. She was a finalist as well.
And she was the Middle Tennessee Principal of the Year.
Yes, Middle Tennessee Principal. So we've got this trend going on here. I mean, it looks like we're cranking out some pretty good principals and supervisors along the way.
We feel the pressure a little bit, don't we,
We
Dr.
do.
Wood?
We think it would be a great idea, and honestly,
To just keep going.
kind of clever for both of us to win.
It would, but we really do think that shows how hard we work in Putnam County and that we're doing the right work.
Absolutely.
And that it's being recognized at the state level. And I think our achievement scores and we're producing a good product here in Putnam County, and I'm proud to be part of it.
You said the first process is that you were recognized by your peers here in Putnam County. And I just want you to each speak to that, what that means for your peers to say you are worthy of being a Principal of the Year and you are worthy of being a Supervisor of the Year.
Well, I believe it's correct that for the Principal of the Year, that's voted by the supervisors. Melissa can talk about what that means to her. For the Supervisor of the Year, it's voted by the principals, the district
So you got
principals.
swap.
Sure, we kind of swap, and it is quite an honor because we have some wonderful supervisors in our district, and they make me better every day. It's certainly a team effort. It's not, we don't have one star that shines above, but we all work together to really support kids and teachers and school leaders, and so I'm completely humbled and honored to be, nominated by them.
For sure. And I mean, I was so surprised when they said my name because, again, I have 20 peers that do the hard work every day, and I don't feel like I do it any more special than they do. You know what I'm saying? And we just iron makes iron sharper, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I can have any conversation with any of my peers, and I learn something to be better tomorrow, and that's what I love about our school system.
Yeah. Honors are great and being recognized. What do you take away from the process? I mean, regardless of what happens in December, is this something a process that you've learned something through and maybe can help the next person that gets nominated next year?
Well, one of the things that the lady Sarah, that's kind of over the whole thing, told us is she said this will be a very reflective process.
Okay.
And I think that's one thing. I get caught up in what today's problems and today's joys are, or yesterday's, or maybe even tomorrow's uncertainty.
Right.
And I don't realize that I've been in this for 31 years.
Yeah.
And in 31 years, there's been a lot of great things that have happened. And I don't think about that until you're having to write essays about your accomplishments, which makes me a little uncomfortable because I don't feel like I do anything any more special than anybody else.
Right.
But to put all that together, and I'm like, I'm proud of my career. You know, I'm proud.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think so often we're just in the thick of the work, and sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah.
And so this process has really, caused me to pause and put it all together, just like Melissa said, and think, wow, we're doing some great things. I'm involved and engaged in some great things in Putnam County. I'm not necessarily responsible for all of it, and they weren't always my idea.
Sure.
But when you put it all together and answer these questions and make videos about these different topics, we realize that just how much great work is going on in Putnam County, and all of it is for our students. You know, everything we do, I know as Melissa as a school leader, me as a supervisor, our teachers, we're always working to make things better for students.
In our community.
Yeah, and so sometimes we look like we're fixated on data and test scores and things like that, but it's just an indication that we have that our kids are doing well, and that's what we want.
So Diana, what do you like best about your job?
What I like best about my job is a lot of things, but I would say my favorite days in my job are the days that I get to be in classrooms, because that's really why I went into education, was for students. And so they are not as often as they are for like Melissa, who's in a school every day. But those are my favorite days, that I get to be with students. And then I also enjoy sitting with the teachers in their prep sessions, and that has been just an exciting addition in the last few years, and an opportunity for me. But so anytime I'm in the schools, those are my favorite days. And so I would say that's probably my favorite thing about my job, is being around students, and I'll just add, being engaged with so many passionate adults and so many passionate educators. So, we'll give them props too. But we have so many educators that are working for the betterment of kids, and so I love that.
Awesome. What about you, Melissa?
Oh wow, I knew you were going to ask me that. Gosh, there's so many things I love, but I think I love seeing the growth in people, and like that maybe I had some little part of adding value to them.
Yeah.
That maybe a 5-year-old now believes they can read, or maybe it's an adult teacher that knows that they can do hard things, that in hard situations with kids, or maybe I helped a family that was in need and they just were in a bad spot and I just happened to be there in the right spot. So I just like that satisfaction of giving and serving others.
Great.
And that we're going to be, that this is a great community.
Yeah.
And it's just my little part of helping the community be better.
Now, when you go to Nashville and they announce who the winner is, do you have to go up and speak? Do you have to give a speech, an acceptance?
I think the supervisors of the year have to do like a 20-minute acceptance speech, and the principals just smile. No, I think we're both supposed to have.
If you win.
If you win.
If you don't win, you don't have to give a speech.
That's right. So are you going to prepare something just in case?
We're supposed to.
We're supposed to, and
so we probably will something.
There are lots of people that we could thank, and so we,
Yes.
obviously we probably don't have a lot of trouble filling time,
right?
So
it's not gonna be like one of those award shows where they're gonna yank you off or start playing the music.
They might.
Start,
I mean, Diana talks a lot.
I can pretty much say they're not gonna do that to me.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna
short.
be.
Mine are usually
they
short.
call my name. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like starstruck and not be able to even know my name at that point. So
I'll just say thank you.
But it's such an honor that this state would bring us all, and it's a pretty fancy little dinner, and let our families. Mr. King comes, and our families get to come.
What a great opportunity!
And share that moment with us.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you are two awesome ladies. You really mean so much to the Putnam County school system, and you're humble. And regardless of what happens in December, this is obviously a great recognition for what you've done so far in your careers and just who you are in the school system. So congratulations.
Thank you. We appreciate that so much.
And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. And if you have one more invite on that nice banquet in Nashville, just go ahead and put down the communication and marketing.
You have to put a tie on. You have to put a tie on.
That should be given.
You should for the publicity.
It should be. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, thank you. We appreciate it.
And we're thrilled to announce that Stephanie Brown has joined Putnam County Schools as the new nurse coordinator. Stephanie brings with her an impressive 15 years of experience in nursing, including serving as a school nurse for 10 years and working in public health and clinical settings. She's also an Air Force veteran, which adds to her strong background of service and dedication. Stephanie Brown joins us now. Stephanie, welcome to Putnam County School System. Now, this is not your first go-around in the Putnam County School System. You were here before.
That's correct. In 2011, I was the school nurse at Prescott, and then I did some time in White County as a school nurse and some other things at the allergy office and the public health department in White County. But I'm glad to be back in Putnam County Schools.
So what brings you back now as the nurse coordinator?
I've always knew I wanted to get back in the school system. That's the aspect that I just love. I feel like that's where my heart is. That's where I love nursing the most, is being around the kids. So I've always had a passion to be back in the schools.
So as the nurse coordinator, tell us a little bit about what your job duties are and what you'll be doing.
Okay, so as a nurse coordinator, I'll be over all 19 school nurses, and I have 12 SPED nurses. I'm not over them, but I help get coverage for them. So just the day-to-day operations, making sure that they have what they need, clinics are covered, and all the students' needs are met.
Yeah. And wow, over 19 schools. So you're covering a lot of kids.
That's right.
There's a lot of kids that go to the nurse on the regular.
They do.
What are some of the most common things you think that they go visit the nurse about?
Well, you have your chronic illnesses. So you've got your diabetics in the school system, your allergies, asthma, all the chronic things that they go see the nurse. But you get a lot of stomach aches, headaches, just don't feel good, especially with the younger ones, missing home and things, scrapes, bruises, that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know you must love your job to take on such a role like this, because obviously it's a daunting task to do this. What is it you like about being a nurse or being a nurse coordinator?
I love being a nurse. I've always knew I wanted to take care of people. Before my nursing career, I spent some time in the Air Force, so I'm a veteran as well.
Yes.
Did my time there, but I always knew that I wanted to be a nurse for a long time. I love helping people, especially kids. Sometimes they don't get what they need all the time, so I want to be an advocate for them and take care and make sure they're getting the care they need in the schools.
Awesome. I know we've got Veterans Day coming up, and the county, we're going to do something for veterans, but thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
And so tell us a little bit about your background. Where'd you grow up? Where'd you go to school?
I grew up in Sparta, so not too far,
Okay.
just down the road. Graduated from high school there. Straight out of school, I really thought I was going to go into teaching. I like being the nurse because you can see them and send them back to class.
Right.
But that didn't pan out for me at the time. I decided to serve, and so I went into the Air Force in 2001, just a little before September 11th happened. So
Wow.
after that happened, I knew I was where I needed to be.
Yeah.
I had a dream to be on the coast somewhere, and they call it a dream sheet. I ended up in Wichita, Kansas.
It's not quite a coast in Wichita, Kansas.
No, nowhere near the ocean. So I spent some time there and ended up going into the Air National Guard at McGee Tyson in Knoxville. I was there until 2009 as both a federal employee and a weekend warrior, they call it. I did both of those.
Oh, wow.
And then I came into nursing. Started out my nursing career as an LPN. And as a school nurse at Prescott, and then went on to do some of the things like the allergy office and things, and back now as the nurse coordinator. But in Sparta, I have my family's all there. I'm married. I have 5 children.
Wow. Congratulations.
So they keep me busy
Yeah.
when I'm not in the school.
Now, what are their age ranges?
So I have a great big age range. My oldest child just turned 23.
Wow.
And then the next age is a 17-year-old senior in high school girl.
Okay.
And then my little group, I call them, I remarried. And so I have 3 smaller children, are 8, 5, and 3.
Wow.
And the 5-year-old is my only boy.
Really?
Bless his heart.
4 girls and 1 boy.
Yes.
And he's the baby.
He's a baby. He's very babied.
Oh, that's awesome. We know that with legislature and things like that, things have changed as far as the role of the nurse these days. What are some of the things that you're having to, I guess, change maybe that you didn't have to before.
Used to, it was kind of Band-Aids, ice packs, peppermints, back to class, and sometimes it still is some of that.
Yeah.
But there's so much more now that, dynamics in the family have changed. You have a lot of grandparents, great-grandparents raising children. That wasn't always the case in the past. Then things like technology and the kids being able to social media and see things they didn't see, all the time in the past either.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot more to it as far as taking care of the children, and you have to take care of the whole child. So even their emotional well-being, mental health well-being, which we know is a bigger component than it used to be.
Sure. Yeah. Wow. There's a lot going on there. Anything that you come into those situations, or anything that you want to change, or that you want to, kind of put your own spin on things? Yeah.
There probably will be. I've only been in the role for about a month, so
Okay.
I'm still kind of getting used to. And then we were out for break, so I'm still getting used to everything. But I'm sure there'll be something down the line that I'll just make different. I wouldn't say necessarily a bad change.
Yeah.
I think Janet, who was here before me, did an amazing job.
She did.
Walked straight into. She had everything so organized, and that's a blessing because you don't always get that.
Right.
So she was great to stay with me several weeks and answer any questions. So
Awesome.
It's been a smooth transition, I would say.
Well, good. Well, we're glad to have you, Stephanie Brown, the new nursing coordinator here at Putnam County Schools. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And in our student spotlight this week is Madden Gladding, a senior from Cookeville High School. Madden, thanks for being with us. And, we're putting you in the spotlight because you are the new communications and marketing intern. So, you got a very special title there. What is it about communications that you like? I saw you on Cav Connect, and that you have this ability to also write. Where does that come from?
I honestly don't know. I've always loved writing. I think it's a way I get to express kind of what I'm thinking. I always have a lot going up in my brain. I love talking. It's one of my favorite things to do. I just love getting to talk to people, get to know them. And growing up, I've always seen all these news reporters on sports and everything. I grew up in a big football family. So just seeing all those, I guess, women that are doing this.
Yeah.
It really inspired me,
Yeah.
and it's something I've wanted to do for forever.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now you play soccer.
Yes.
And you guys had a good season this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get started in soccer?
I've been playing soccer since I was 4. I
Wow.
think it was just my mom kind of throwing me out there and hoping I stuck with it, and I did. I've been playing everywhere for all sorts of club teams for as long as I can remember.
Well, now that your high school career is over, I guess that probably makes you a little sad.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but I'm hoping that once I figure out where I'm going to be going for college, I can hopefully join a club team or some sort so I can stay in it.
Yeah, there's always intramural.
Yes, yeah. So I have a lot of options open, so I'm excited.
So how has your high school career gone at Cookeville High School?
It's gone really well. I've made so many friends through everything I do, whether it's soccer, Cav Connect, I'm on the newspaper, and I just have so many different groups of people that I love being around, and it makes it a lot easier to, start new things and get through high school, because it's a lot, but yeah, I've had a good 4-year run.
Yeah. So what's your main duty with the newspaper?
I'm the opinions and satire editor.
Really?
So, yeah, so I just am in charge of making sure that any of our opinions and satire pieces are good. I also write sports pieces, news pieces, just anything they give me.
Yeah. All right, let's camp out on satire for a little bit, because a lot of people see that, and so many people just take what they see as face value, and they don't realize that there is some satire involved.
Yes.
So kind of explain that.
So satire is kind of just a way for us high schoolers to express something we have an opinion on while making it funny.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people might take it a little too seriously, but
Yes.
our pieces can be silly and out of pocket, but they really do have a value behind them. And I think that's something that people should start to realize, because even though it is satire and it's supposed to be funny,
Right.
there is a meaning.
Yeah, you're still trying to make a point. Do you have a satire piece that you've written that's really special to you, or one that you think is pretty funny?
I wrote one about the parking spaces at Cookeville High School because nobody in that parking lot, I feel like, knows how to drive, and it is just crazy, and it is so crammed in there. But that was just a silly one I threw out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it received?
I think everybody loved it.
Yeah.
Everybody in the newspaper thought it was hilarious. It was very relatable because
Yeah.
anybody that drives at Cookeville High School, they know
Yeah.
it's just chaos. In the morning when you first get there and in the afternoon when you leave. It is just, you have kids running around everywhere and cars speeding, motorcycles, everything.
Yeah. Yes. And thank goodness I've not had to be in that drop-off line
Yeah.
for quite a while now. So you still have a few months left of your senior year, and then you go off to college. What does that look like? Do you have a particular college picked out that you want to go to?
I'm really hoping to get into the University of Tennessee.
Awesome.
I've heard that they have a great communications program.
Very much.
I love Tennessee football.
Yeah.
When I moved here a few years ago, that was the first place that really stood out to me. It
Yeah.
just seemed like it was a kind of a piece of Tennessee that everybody admired. And I mean, obviously, Peyton Manning being a teacher there, it's gotta love it.
Yeah.
But
the baseball coach is gone now. Tony
I
B is
know.
gone.
Ugh.
He's gone.
I know, but they still have such a great program
Yeah.
there from what I've heard. And I have friends there that absolutely love it. So,
Oh, great. Have you had your official visit yet?
Yes, I've toured twice actually.
Oh, good.
So I really loved it both times.
Yeah, super. Well, what do you plan on doing between now and then to kind of get you ready for college?
I'm taking the ACT again, hopefully getting my score up so I can get some of those scholarship opportunities. Getting my letters of recommendation, just keeping my grades up, keeping involved in the community and everything.
Yeah.
So just hoping to get by senior year.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly look forward to you working with us here at the Putnam County School System. Certainly see that you have a lot of talent and really excited about this opportunity because I really see you going and blossoming at UT. It is a great communications
Yes.
department and there's a lot of opportunity there. So glad to have you on board
Yeah,
and
thank you
looking
so
forward
much.
to you doing student spotlights, to you writing some articles and just letting your talent shine, not just for the Cookeville newspaper and for Cav Connect, but so that more people can see what you can do.
Yes, I'm super excited.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us.
Yes, thank you so much.
And that's going to do it for the PCS Connection Podcast this week. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel and our Facebook and Instagram pages. I hope you have an awesome week. God bless.